Infinite is out, and I do want to help you guys out because there's so much content in this game. You could get lost in the sauce very, very easily. So we are going to be talking about a lot of things in this game. I will have it bookmarked. And the goal for this video is that after you finish it, you pretty much know what to do and how to really be ahead of all of the people that first start this game. Obviously though, if you have any questions, you guys can ask in the comments below. I'll be answering them, or if I don't, you guys can always ask me in my Discord server. To start off this guide, let's first start with the story. You guys are gonna join the game and immediately you will guys be put into the story. The story is really a mini tutorial to tell you how to do some combat stuff and basically put you into what theme this game's about. And when that story's done, you're gonna get put here and basically your journey will start. First things first, let me talk to you about some simple tech. If you guys go to your stats, immediately you guys will see there are some things that you guys really need, at least to start for grinding. One is focus. Focus very important for black flashes, because black flashes give you tokens, and which is really important for whatever innate you have. So I'm actually gonna refund all my stats, and basically if you guys go through this, as soon as you awaken the focus, you get black flashes. And what I like to do is actually go all the way right so I can actually get straight into this thing called the sparks of black flashes. To be honest, health doesn't really matter as much because a lot of the armors you get through the game will boost your health by a lot. However, in the start, I guess it is really good. And I'll go to technique a lot because, to be honest, in this game, unless you have heavenly restriction, you're going to be using your technique a lot. So you want to go awaken chanting. Chanting gives you extra abilities that do more damage for certain innates. For example, Infinity, Cursed Queen. So if you guys do have a chance, which you guys can search up very easily, make sure you guys unlock this. If you don't have a chance, you don't really need this. And I like to just increase all the way to the damage part because you don't need Barrier Mastery. Because if you're most likely your innate has a domain. And then the rest I'll just put into health so that you could parry. You also get slow RCT. You can actually go all the way up to burst. But obviously, unfortunately, I don't have enough. So then I'm just going to go to strength to get my dashes. And I'll get my rush mastery. There we go. So now this build altogether is pretty balanced. And you guys can see right here, like you get a lot of dashes. But some real quick tech for movement is that you can actually cancel your dashes. So you guys can see like that. I double dashed because there is double dashing. So if I jump, boom, boom, you could go left or right. Or sometimes I like to cancel. So I'll do this, boom, and then cancel. Just like that. That's really important, especially when you're in PvP. But just remember, you could do these things. Like you could dash again. And then you could even use your E to stay in the sky like this. And then go all the way up, which means you could dash again. And obviously, if you guys remember, there is chanting. So if I right click and R, when I build up my focus, you'll hit a black flash. Or if you have chanting, then you'll hit a chant. Now, some of you guys don't know this, but you actually have access to a lot of chat commands. So you have 4 chat commands. One, duel, and then username. You'll basically initiate a 1v1 duel. You can trade, /trade in username. You can play the tutorial, both parts. You can do /buff, which will automatically apply buffs from gourds and vials. And I like to do this a lot in boss raids or just high strong enemies. And lastly, which was very important, and I think will still be on release, is /sandbox. This is where you could test out builds and basically try out innates that you don't have. So make sure you guys remember these commands. Now let's move on to the leveling. And to keep it simple, the main way to level is missions. However, you need to know what type of mission you should actually take. So you guys can see on the right side right here, as you level, you get access to higher and better missions. What I like to do, and the fastest ones really, are defeat a band, because you just kill people. Capture a point also gives a lot of EXP, and it's very simple. You just stay on a point and kill people or kill monsters. Or if you do have this mission, basically you just fight a boss or like you hunt someone. So if I re-roll this, I might get it. Defeat a cursed user. This usually means that you will just defeat a boss. So we're just gonna do this real quick. So you guys can see this Aiga Otoe. He's just it's a simple one singular boss, and he does have a lot of health. But I mean, these NPCs are really easy to fight, so it doesn't even matter. You guys can see, bang, 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 bang. Laps blue, like really easy. I mean, this shouldn't be too hard to do at all. And I do have my domain, but that would be kind of stupid to use. 1, 2, 3, 4, universal, bang, and he's dead. Now, luckily enough, we actually spawn next to a like a time crack. Basically, as you go through these stories, you'll enter these rifts, And basically thrifts put you near bosses or investigations. And this is also important for leveling as well. See, bosses give you a chance to get a lot of EXP, but they also give you drops. These drops give you a chance to go craft stuff. And I'll talk about crafting later, but a lot of the times for late game, you're going to be farming these bosses in order to get these drops. I never really do investigation raids simply because I'm really impatient and they're really, really boring, but they are a good source of EXP. But the general rule for me is I just do missions. When you do it with your friends as well, it's much, much faster. Now, as you're roaming around Jujutsu Infinite, you should know what NPCs you can interact with. Let's start off with the most important one, which is the Curse Market. The Curse Market is where you could trade things for ingredients. For example, you guys can see right here, you could trade a weapon for demon fingers, petrified curse hand for demon fingers. All of these stuff are very, very important because you might need these stuff. For example, demon fingers is what you use to get a domain shard. Domain shard is what you use to get a domain expansion. Now you have the comedian. This is simply to roll emotes. I mean, some people like to dance or just, you know, do random stuff. So yeah, you have heavenly restriction. If you buy the game pass, you can enable or disable here. Then you have the clan head. The clan head is where you have to level up your grade. There are times where you're gonna have to level up the grade in order to increase your cap. So you guys gotta make sure you know where he is. And finally, one of the NPCs is which is also very important and a lot of people don't know is the daily quest NPC. He's actually in the map, which means you have to go in Fortnite jump. But you basically talk to him and you get a quest which gives you money, EXP, spins, which is very important, and chests. Make sure you guys do this. Do not forget about this. Now, moving on to the next segment, we're on Mastery. And if you guys can see in the bottom left, on the bottom right here, we have Infinity Demon Vessel Curse Queen. These are all the moves that I have that have Mastery and that are max. In order to get moves in this game, you need to increase your Mastery, and you guys can see it all the way here. Now, leveling these are very, very different because you actually have to use the move. So, whenever you're fighting an NPC, make sure you kill him and finish him off with a move, because that is where you actually get the EXP. If I want to get the EXP for my Infinity, I'll finish him off with my Reversal Red. And obviously, if you have ×2 EXP or ×2 Mastery, you'll get this EXP much faster. The really cool thing they added in this game is called Awakenings, and a lot of people don't know this because this is not told in tutorial. There's a drop in one of the chests that you could get, which is called a Purified Curse Hand. When you use this Purified Curse Hand, it gives you a roll on Awakenings. These are the awakenings that you can actually get, and it will basically roll through this, and depending what awakening you get really makes your build crazier. I recommend either using this if you don't have an awakening, or if you already have a good awakening, you get it again, use it for trading, because this is going to be very, very, very valuable. Honestly, I'd save it until like a week after release because trading economy will go crazy. Now, as I said earlier, there is crafting in this game. You guys can see crafting right here. Now, to get these things, you basically need to have the right ingredients. So let's just say Sorcerer Killer. I want it to become Toji. To get these stuff, you need to get Heavenly Chains, Playful Cloud, you need Heavenly Chains. And you ask yourself, where do I get this? To get this, you need to fight the Toji boss. So if I go to bosses right here, and then I'll go to Sorcerer Killer, I'll create a lobby. Oh, difficulty, there we go. And then you guys can see right here, if it's Nightmare, you get a 11% chance of getting these stuff, or you get 100% of Heavenly Chains. So if you can't kill this at Nightmare mode to get a guaranteed drop, at least try to get a guarantee for the Heavenly Chains, and then you'll just get more. But I mean, at the end of the day, these are really easy to get if you have a lot of people. So immediately before you guys even start grinding, try to see what you guys want to try to get. Because at the end game, this is really what you guys are grinding for. You're going to be fighting and grinding to get these stuff. Like, these are really cool. I'll probably be doing streams as well to do this with y'all. So if you guys want to join me, obviously subscribe and turn on post notifications to notify when I'm going to be doing these streams. But aside from that, I mean, I really went from story to end game. And that's really all you guys need to know to play this game and really do the best you can. If you have any questions or any specific things you guys want me to do, like maybe tier lists or other guides like leveling, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But aside from that, I hope you guys do enjoy and subscribe, because I promise you guys I will be posting really awesome content on this game.